16 years. I ran for the presidency against Obama and McCain, and I lost. A little message to Michael Savage. He's on a network. He's on 3 hours every day. And very famous guy. He has doctorate degrees. And he said he's going to run. He's going to start another party. And then he changed his mind. Michael Savage, I tried. Not like you and O'Reilly and all the rest of the broadcasters. They're going to do this. They don't do anything. I went to vote Tuesday as an independent. And I told you the machines, the voting machines, are geared so that as an independent you do not have to be on the ballot. And you push one lever over, that's for the presidency, and that worked. And I put my name, Tom Thomassian, I ran the presidency. The other things did not work. I had a big argument with the woman. Mostly women, mostly liberal Democratic women, and they hate me because I'm not one of them. Liberal Democrats. Remember, this is supposed to be a democracy. And I'm going to get into this, whether this is a democracy or not, because as you know, New Yorkers, you out there, call me and use your filthy language. I understand that, because you're cowards. But the liberal Democratic Party is prejudice, un-American, and frightened little mice. I had a lot of trouble in the voting booth, a lot of trouble, and I couldn't get the way. The machines didn't work. And they always say the machines don't work for minority parties. Always, every 4 years. It doesn't. You're liars. The machines do not work for independents. And I'm an independent. The New York Times talked this way. Independents are ornery or apathetic and probably won't bother to vote. That's a dirty, rotten lie, New York Times. It really is ugly because you're cheap and unfair. An independent can vote in this city and he does not have to be on the ballot. And I tried it and I worked a little bit, but most of it, the General Election Committee in this city is run by Bloomberg, who's a Democrat, and I'm going to get into that in a little while. Just to give you an idea, some of you have called me up and asked about Ralph Nader. Well, I want to tell you a story about him. Ralph Nader was on Fox News with this Shepard Smith, who's gay. Good-looking guy, but he's gay. Okay. Ralph Nader said, will Obama be for the United States, or will he be an Uncle Tom for the corporations? He will not be for minorities, black, Hispanics, and white people who are poor. Shepard Smith started yelling at him and putting him down because Shepard Smith is not used to talking to an independent a person who ran for the presidency. Him, Ralph Nader, and me. And that's how difficult it is. And you call this a democracy, and you laugh at me, and you curse at me. Huh? Well, I tried. You are sitting down and doing nothing. Let me get into a little story here about the liberal Democratic anti-Semitic. I do not understand the liberals just voting for Obama. He cannot produce all the things that they say he's going to produce. He's very clever. He did a good job. And I am for Obama because of, and please get this straight. I'm not for the Democratic Party nor for Obama, but he speaks well and he's educated. And a lot of black people are educated too, and they say, "Yo, yo, yo, man," like the Italians, "Yo," and he is making them speak better for some strange reason. I get it on a television screen that they are speaking better because of Obama, and I think that's phenomenal. I've tried to do that, and black people, as you know, when they start speaking well, another black person says, "Yo, man, you're speaking like a white person." And that is unfortunate, and it is ugly. That's right. And Obama is trying to clear this up, unconsciously, I think, but it's being done. There's a famous comedian who agrees with me, or I agree with him, that black people should speak well and not say that he speaks like a white person. You speak like a human being, like you're supposed to. Senator Joe Lieberman, Jewish, in Connecticut. The liberal Democratic people hate him. The Jewish people hate him in New York City because they're just liberal people, liberal Democrats, and they go one way. That's it. You listen to your leaders and you go. That's it. It's very strange, isn't it? That Richardson was a traitor, and Colin Powell, of course, as you know, is a traitor. He went from the Republican Party to the Democratic Party. But very few Democratic people go in another direction. They don't go to the Republican Party. They're scared. Well, they're trapped. They have no sense of reality, and they do not change. So we'll talk about Obama's changing. Lieberman, after backing McCain, meets with Reid, who's an anti-Semite. Reid is your leader in the Senate. Reid, in a small state. And I'm going to get into the small states and the power that they have over us, and they are showing it, and we are in debt, and we are in trouble because of small states in this country. The Democrats say that he, Lieberman, should be thrown out of the party caucus. There was a black person who was a senator before the rent-control millionaire, Charlie Rangel. I can't think of his name. Would you please call me and tell me his name? I forgot his name. He was a congressman in his 50s, 60s, and he was a great man. He had a charming personality, and they tried to throw him out of Congress, and they succeeded, but he got back on the Supreme Court, a black man. He had it difficult, not like this Rangel. Bill Clinton's chauffeur, a rent-controlled person who doesn't care about a black family moving in with children. Just him and his wife. Huge residence. Well, we got a call. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, Tom, it was Adam Clayton Powell.
Adam Clayton Powell, thank you very much. Adam Clayton Powell was a black man, a hero, a charming guy, an interesting guy, and he was very friendly, and he was charming. But in Senate, you know, you have a lot of WASPs who are full of hate, and I don't speak above a whisper. I just speak. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. And a lot of people regret that he was black, and they hated him for that and his personality. And he was charming. And most, as you know, senators and congresspeople are not charming. They're very boring. They're not like me. Interesting. Adam Clayton Powell. I don't mean Junior. Hey, wait a minute. It's not this Junior. It's his father. He was the congressman that Charlie Rangel disgrace. I mean, it's disgrace, the difference. Anyhow, well, I understand that Senator Lieberman has voted with Democratic. He voted for the Democrats, a majority of the party. But as you know, you people out there, you liberal Democrats, you got to do everything according to the line. That's right. You even believe stupid, moronic things. May I give you an example out there? Are you listening carefully about Hillary, your darling? Hillary does not live in Westchester, where she's, you know, they have pictures of her and Bill Clinton voting. It is a lie, and you liberal Democrats buy it. She lives in Washington. She got a broker from New York City to help her buy a house in Washington. Don't you forget it. She's a liar. She's the United States Senator, and she has done nothing for this state. Nothing. Among the Democratic leadership questions, what to do with Lieberman. According to the liberal Democratic Party, the United States of America is not a democracy. You people know that. You Democrats do not care for anyone, no voting, especially me, especially independent people. Don't vote. Keep away from the polls, you jerks. We are Democrats and we're in New York City. Yeah. It's pretty ugly, isn't it? Well, that's the way you are, ladies and gentlemen. I see by the looks you give me and the calls that I get. It's really unfair. It's supposed to be a democracy. You're not allowed to do what you want. That's what the Democrats say. Not to worry, the anti-Semitism is alive, ever self-hating Jews. And they hate Lieberman. It's disgusting. And it's going on now. I just want to give you some information of where we're going now. Listen. I want to talk to you about a mayor in Philadelphia. African-American man. He's a mayor. Pretty good mayor. He has to make big cuts for a budget gap in Philadelphia. Listen very carefully if you don't mind. I'm not going to take any calls during this. Mayor Michael Nutter of Philadelphia said he would close 11 libraries